This is a review of Woodwick Renew Tomato Leaf and Basil Candle. The top notes are purple basil, litsea, and sweet orange. The mid notes are fresh sage, thyme, and gardenia. And the base notes are rosewood, crushed basil, and soft woods. I got this candle at the Yankee Village store and it was deeply discounted. I think I paid around $7 or $6 for this candle, something like that. I love a tomato candle and I couldn't resist. And I have never burned a Woodwick candle before. This is my first time. Like the Kringle Garden Fresh candle, Tomato Leaf and Basil isn't a tomato-forward candle in my opinion. Rather, it's a fresh, herbal fragrance that's been enhanced with some soft florals. It does smell similar to Kringle's Garden Fresh candle, minus the sharper vegetal aspects. It's also much lighter than Garden Fresh and more photorealistic. Tomato Leaf and Basil doesn't have the aquatic ozonic quality, and to me that lends to its realism. It's definitely green, very soft and smooth and not sweet. The overall feel of this candle is gentle, realistic, and fresh. Definitely an herb garden candle. I smell tomato vine and mint and basil. And on the florals, the note list says gardenia, but what I pick up is violet, both petals and leaf. The petals are powdery, delicate, and a little earthy, and violet leaf smells like fresh cut grass. Gardenia is a heady flower, and what I get here is way more subdued. Tomato Leaf and Basil smells really, really good. I think it's very well blended and it's giving me diptyque vibes. Diptyques seem to be perfectionist and very intentional and almost minimalist with their perfumery. And this candle smells like thought was put into it too. I love the smell of it. I did the first burn in the living room, which is 250 square feet, and the ceilings are pretty high, 10 or 12 feet maybe. Based on the lightness of the fragrance when cold sniffing, I was not inclined to think that this was going to perform well in a larger space, and I was right. The living room is too large for this candle. It does have a nice strong throw in about a 4-foot radius around it. The weight of the fragrance is on the higher end of light, lower end of medium, and it smells very similar to how it smells cold. I wasn't going to give up on this candle because I love the smell so much, and like I do when I have candles that don't really fit in the living room, I burned it in a smaller room, in this case our guest room, which is about 160 square feet. And it did very well in there. It filled the room and traveled out into the hall. So going forward, this will be a smaller space candle and it does very well in smaller spaces. I actually think it might be too much for a bathroom, unless you have a larger bathroom. Ours are really small. This candle was originally priced around $27 or $28, which in my opinion is way too high. But for the $7 or $8 I paid for it, I'm happy with the performance. Thanks for watching.